One of the things when I realized that Islam was a global phenomenon was that we needed a global response. But I had absolutely no way to do that. I created a concept called the Center for the Study of Political Islam, but it was like the field of dreams. I didn't actually have anything. It was just an idea. So then one day, I forget whether it was a phone call or an email or a Skype call, somebody named Milan called me up and said, could we start a Center for the Study of Political Islam in Europe? And I thought, sure, why not? I didn't think anything more about it. But Milan kept coming back and with more and more questions, and finally I began to realize, he's really serious here. And not only is he serious, he's making ground. He's covering new ground. Let me explain to you something. I'm an intellectual thinker, but in terms of organization and management, I can't keep my sock drawer straight. So when Milan came along and said that's what he wanted to do, that's like somebody coming to your house and saying, can I repair the plumbing in the crawl space? Sure, go for it. I don't want to do it. So here was Milan, who turned out to be a genius at organization, which I am not. I'm a definite Dumbo. So the thing that Milan brought to the idea was I had a material, intellectual material, but Milan came up with a way to deliver this intellectual material. And so that was the reason that I began to realize this was the most valuable person I could meet. Somebody who could organize and create a system, a systemic response. Let me explain something to you. In America, we love the idea of the lone hero. Clint Eastwood made a whole lot of movies based on that concept. But the truth of the matter is the lone hero does not beat an army. No one beats an army except another army. So I had weapons, but Milan came up with an idea on how to deliver these weapons. So Milan, I'm eternally grateful to you because you came up with a way that we could deliver my system of thought, because I shouldn't do it and couldn't do it. So your genius at organization has been very useful. It's also been a long trip. It didn't happen in 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. It's taken 6 years.
It is beautiful what you said, and thank you so much for your appreciation. However, without your methodology and without your guidance and without all of your ideas, what you brought into the place, we would not be sitting here together here today and speaking about the subject of political Islam. When I first found your video on the internet and seen the first book, what you wrote, I understood that you developed something so significant that it deserves the dedication of my life to it. And I wanted to distribute it across the globe because when I saw your videos, I said, okay, you have millions of views of one of your videos and thousands of views on another, but it was not a global impact in a sense of having branches, having like really organized response to the threat of political Islam. Political Islam is a decentralized system expanding globally with the clear motivation, and this is the destruction of everything which is non-Islamic. And we need to have a very quality high and organized response. Therefore, we've been developing together with Bill the Center for the Study of Political Islam International, CSPII, organization which prevails and which should deliver the information about the subject of political Islam to global politicians, to the general public, to everyone who needs it.
You were the first person who pointed out that it's one thing to have a solution, but it's entirely another to be delivered to the entire world. And that's what we have to have, and your ideas will help do that. And I may be very clear here, let me repeat, I cannot do the work you're doing. So we fit together like hand in glove. One of the reasons I believe your system of organization will work is you've adopted an experimental attitude. You had a great idea, and when you went to implement the idea, it didn't always work the way you thought it would, so you tweaked it, you adjusted it, you changed it. So there's a lot of experimental learning to go on in all this, which is only normal since no one has ever tried to have an international response before. But you did. That's the genius of your idea.
All the people cooperating with us are very dedicated, and you know all of them because you are the president of the organization, are very dedicated, and we are working very hard to really prevent the destruction of our civilization by political Islam. Interesting is our organizational system, because we are organized in the way that we have a global team which is directing the expansion across the globe, and in the same time we have a localized activity, we have the localized impact, which means we are having local branches and expanding right now across the whole globe too.
Well, it's certainly going to take it. And an organization is a difficult thing to run. An organization needs to furnish a security for the people so that things are operating smoothly and clearly. And so that's what we're needing. That's what you've built so that we can use it. Well, Milan, we've talked about what a great idea that you've done, but an expression we have in America is the devil is in the details. Could you give me some of the details of this organization and how it functions and works, and who should join it and why?
It's many questions in one, so I will try to answer it one by one.
Unpack it.
Okay. So first thing that we built the organization with a global impact and localized activity. So there's a global team which has right now more than 25 nationalities, and we have activity in 12 countries right now across the globe. So that's how we are right now organized, and we are expanding globally. For the first 5 years, we've been developing the pilot. So we were trying how to expand globally our volunteer organization, because nobody gets paid for the work being done in the CSPII. How to expand it globally in the way that it will be sustainable when nobody gets paid and everybody is a volunteer and you would like to have high level of effectivity. You need to think about the ways which were not thought before. So we will have in the future 150, 200 branches across the whole globe, and you need to organize it. You need to have a unity. You need to have a same brand, same idea, same mission, same vision, same goals. And this is what we had to craft in the first 5 years before the expansion even started. We have, for example, operations manual, which very clearly states what is our operations, how we are functioning, what are the different divisions of our organization, because we are divided in different divisions, which are being copied into every national state, and we are meeting together globally and nationally. If I speak about the division, we have, for example, the division of research, to go deeper into what you've started, and to go deeper into the doctrinal research, analytical research, historical research, etc. Then we are having the division of education, where we are doing what you do. You are the inspiration. So what we are doing, we are going to people and educating them about the subject of political Islam, individually or collectively. There's a division of publishing your books in different languages. Right now, I think we translated your Sharia for non-Muslims in more than, and published 20 languages, I would say so. Yeah, and we are going further. Then we have division of marketing, division of HR, taking care of the people who are coming in, that the process is smooth and that the whole organization functions on the administration level as good as possible. There are much more divisions in the whole organization, but we could not stay here. But maybe the most visual and visible ones are the division of research and education. And there are many other divisions in the organization which are the supportive ones. And I would like to thank all of our team members who are not seen. They are in the background and helping all of us to succeed in this global world where political Islam has a huge impact. And we would like to not only resist, but defend our civilization. So the first condition is, of course, the motivation. The people need to have compassion in their heart to do something for the others, to prevent the violence and the suffering in the whole world because of political Islam, or caused by political Islam. We are a very different kind of non-profit organization across the globe, because we do not stand with the banners in front of the mayor house. We talk with the mayor. We do not stand with the banners in front of the Congress or in front of the Parliament, but we talk with the members of Congress and members of Parliament. Or we talk with the whole general public. So it's a bit different level of operations. We really wish to unite the people, not divide people. There is so much division in the society right now. People are branding themselves, according to their political views and religious views, and the society is getting significantly fragmented and atomized. What we wish to do is to unite the Kafir civilization, to resist political Islam as such. Because if this is not managed, ideologically resisting political Islam, at that moment, there is no hope. So you can help us with that, and you can be part of our organization.
Let me say one thing, one reason to join. If you join CSPII, you'll meet some of the greatest people in the world. They're intelligent, they're compassionate, they're hardworking. And so I have a whole new set of friends that I have simply because of their work being done with CSPII. And if you join, you'll experience that same camaraderie.
We look for people all across the world. So we are expanding in all of the countries across the world. So you can apply. We have a very straightforward and strict onboarding process. And we are really committed and following internal rules and leadership principles. It is not a game. We are battling ideological war for survival of our civilization. We don't have much time, and we need to do it precisely. We need to do it in the organized way, and we need to do it quickly. So if you wish to join us, don't hesitate and go to the website of CSPII and apply.